What's going on, guys? Today is June 20th, and I'm bringing you another Bitcoin technical analysis. So, looking at Bitcoin on a daily, we could see that we are testing 9,200. We have tested it. We're still bouncing above it, so we're still holding it. Tomorrow is the weekly close. It's very important. It looks like we're showing weakness, and we might not hold, might fall through. Obviously, the next major area would be right here, right? This box. That would be the next major area where we would drop to. So something like, it's not uncommon for if us to break, then we could potentially have an ABC corrective wave down, maybe like this, right? That's always in the cards, but that's not guaranteed. This is something I'll be looking at if we do manage to get down to 8,500. If we do get down to 8,500 again, then I will look for a potential ABC, and then pretty much what would happen would be on the downside, let's say this happens, something like this. I'm not exactly sure where the A wave would go, but if we do break and continue lower, wherever the A wave goes, let's pretend it goes to 85. So depending on where A goes, if A goes here, then we could potentially try to assume where we might retrace to. So 0.618 would actually bring us up here to like 95, right? Between 95, 96. 0.382 would actually bring us directly to this 9,200 range. So the golden pocket be up here, but we'll see. And then of course, further downside from there. So that is just one scenario I'll be looking at if we do manage to close and break below and start a slight downtrend, because after so many failed attempts at the upside, it is reasonable to believe that we will start making attempts at the downside to see if we could hold. So we were able to hold these upside targets, right? Resistance is up here. We're able to hold. Now let's see if these supports can hold. So generally what would happen, right? So let's just check the weekly real quick here. Yeah, so we'll see if we can close below it. We do. The last 3 times we closed below it, we did retest this blue box. Now, going to the hourly. I did point this out yesterday, the next level's down, and we are getting very close to breaking the cloud. So on the hourly, it's not looking too good, but hey, we're still able to hold, reclaim 95, continue higher. It's still possible. It's not for sure set in stone that we're going to just drop straight down. As I've been saying, so on the 4-hour, we did have good momentum as we were holding these 200 and 200 EMA averages, right? On the 4-hour, we were holding them really nicely, maintaining a really good uptrend as we were continuing to climb up. But unfortunately, we are actually struggling right now, so we might find ourselves on the opposite end. And usually when that does happen, when we find ourselves on the opposite end, we do start a slight downtrend. Not every time, but as you can see, it will help us decide which direction we want to go. So we are looking to start trending below. But it'll be a fight. It'll be a fight this weekend. It'll be important. So we'll see what happens there. Lastly, I'll point out on the weekly that we do have our 200 moving average and 200 EMAs right at about 6K. So these are very important levels. Whilst on the 1 day, they are right at 85 and right at about 82, which happens to be, this lower one happens to be close to where our 8,100 low point was when we had our low for wave 4. So if we can hold here, then most likely we'll start testing this low. If we make a lower low, then I'll be looking at 7,500. But as always, we have to close below. On the bull side, as I mentioned before the other day, I'm looking for a reclaim of 95, and then I want to see us actually start trending above 898. We can trend above 98. We can have momentum to push above 10.4. If we push above 10.4, Well then, here are upside targets, right? 11.5. So that's all I have for you guys today.